My name is Cynthia Finley and I'm Director of Regulatory Affairs at NACWA. Wipes are a problem for utilities because when they're flushed into the sewer system, they don't break apart easily like toilet paper does. I've got some different materials here. This one is regular 2-ply toilet paper, what everybody flushes down the toilet. This has been soaking in water for about 20 minutes and you can see that it's really falling apart. It's very weak, very easy to tear apart into little bits. If you look at a flushable wipe, which I have here, it's also been soaking for about 20 minutes. I'll even give it a good stir here. When you pull it out, it's still really fully intact. You can pull the whole thing apart and it's still a solid wipe. It will break if you really tear on it, but it's not really breaking up on its own. This is a baby wipe. This is made out of plastic. And this is really, really strong. So if you put these down the sewer system, the probability of clogging up something is really high. So you can pull this out of the water and pull on it. I'm pulling on it pretty hard here and it's not gonna break. These things just will never break. And cleaning wipes are the same way. So this right here is a flushable wipe from Japan. I'm gonna pour the water in now. This wipe is flushable. And if we stir it up for a little bit, doesn't take too long, you can see it breaks apart really, really fast. So this is what we would like flushable wipes to look like. This isn't going to cause a problem for any sewer system because it's totally broken apart, even better than the toilet paper. So when wipes like the cleaning wipe or the baby wipe that doesn't break apart at all, or a flushable wipe that really needs kind of a lot of force to break it apart, when those are flushed down into the sewer system, they catch on different pumps and other equipment in the sewer system and can clog it up and cause it to break. They also combine with fog, just fats, oils, and greases, and can cause fatbergs. Fatbergs first became famous in 2013 when one in the London sewer system was discovered that was the size of a double-decker bus. And since then, there have been many other fatbergs reported from many other cities as well. The problem with wipes has been going on for over a decade now. NACWA first got reports from some of its members back in 2008. They were starting to notice wipes in their system and were wondering what they could do about it, what other utilities were doing about it, and if NACWA could help out with the situation. That was probably about the time that wipes became a lot more popular, when different types of wipes were introduced onto the market. If you go into a store now, you can find a wipe for every purpose. There are, of course, the baby wipes and cleaning wipes, but there's makeup removal wipes, adult cleansing wipes, wipes for wiping your car, your eyeglasses, applying sunscreen, anything you can imagine. So they've really taken off as a popular product because they are easy to use and disposable, but unfortunately too many of them are being flushed down the toilet. We found out as soon as our members started talking to us about wipes that they were also talking with WEF, the Water and Environment Federation. So we set up a joint work group with WEF and have been working on this issue with them ever since. We've also worked with APWA, the American Public Works Association, and the Canadian Water and Wastewater Association, CWWA. We've also collaborated with the wipes industry to try to find solutions that are suitable for both the wipes industry and wastewater utilities. There are a lot of other products that are flushed into the sewer system that can cause problems. Paper towels, feminine hygiene products, dental floss, condoms, anything that people might flush down a toilet that's not designed to be flushed can cause a problem in their home plumbing or in the sewer system. There are new products being labeled flushable all the time. There's flushable cat litter now, flushable pregnancy test. So we focused on wipes first because when we first started looking at this over a decade ago, they were really the only products that were being advertised as flushable. Now that there are other products calling themselves flushable, we need to take a look at those and determine if something should be done about those as well, and continue the consumer education so that people don't flush products that don't break apart easily. We need to look at legislation to make some of the actions that we'd like for the wipes industry to do mandatory rather than voluntary. Right now there's voluntary labeling of non-flushable products. We need to make that mandatory, make sure it's done in a way that consumers can easily see that a product is not supposed to be flushed. We also need to make it mandatory for wipes or any other products that are called flushable to pass a reasonable flushability specification. make it a standard that will ensure that products labeled flushable, once they're flushed, will break apart easily and not cause problems in home plumbing or the sewer system. We also need to continue with the consumer education. It would be helpful if the wipes industry could join with wastewater utilities in educating people what not to flush. Right now, the wastewater utilities say to only flush the 3 Ps, pee, poop, and toilet paper. At this point, we don't know of any wipes in the US that are truly flushable, so we can't recommend that flushable wipes can be safely flushed down the toilet. So at this point, it's best to stick with the 3 Ps.